JonTron's StarCade Episode 9, the Star Wars Holiday Special Finale.
The Star Wars Holiday Special was a made-for-TV event that aired in 1978, 1 year after the release of A New Hope. It's notorious for being incredibly hard to find, and that's not by accident. George Lucas, the big man himself, is known to have been very unhappy with this production, going so far as to actually say, if I had the time and a sledgehammer, I would track down every copy of that show and smash it.
Yeah.
Since it aired, it's never been rebroadcast or released on home video. If a TV special airs and no one's there to record it, did it ever happen at all? Even Harrison Ford seems to have no recollection of making this.
Do you remember making this Christmas special? I think it was 1978. No, you don't remember it?
No. The plot thickens. How could this be bad anyways? Look at the cast. Mark Hamill, Harrison himself, Carrie Fisher, the original C-3PO, Chewbacca, R2, and James Earl Jones.
Wow.
Man, they got everyone. I mean, how have I not seen this? It sounds amazing. No, that's it. I am getting to the bottom of this. Come on, George, loosen up a bit. I just want to see it. Don't be such a prude.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe if you give me a little kiss first or something.
I just want to see the film, George.
Well, now you're getting sassy with me. That's going to be 2 kisses now. See what happens when you sass me?
You're a very persuasive man.
Little kiss for Daddy. See, was that so hard? All right, but don't show it to anyone, okay? I'm not very proud of this. Be very careful with this. I can't have this leaking on the internet. John, do you love me like I love you?
How can I love what isn't human? This is even more dangerous than that time I tried to watch Dunstan Checks In on Laserdisc. That monkey was not willing to cooperate. All right, let's be careful with this.
What a setup. That hurt me.
Oh boy, here we go.
That hurt me. Because I know exactly what that plastic feels like.
Oh. Huh. Well, an okay start, I'd say. The first few seconds literally start off with a dogfight in the Millennium Falcon. You can't go wrong there.
That's it, I'm turning back.
Here we meet Han and Chewie, who are trying to get home from war for the Star Wars equivalent of Christmas. Or any winter-timed holiday, really. They call it Life Day.
That's the spirit. You'll be celebrating Life Day before you know it.
I don't know if a holiday celebration is what would be on my mind if my space vessel were about to be obliterated.
The Star Wars Holiday Special with Anthony Daniels as C-3PO.
Oh, that's nice. They're actually giving the real names of all the people inside the costumes.
Peter Mayhew as Chewbacca.
It's nice to see them get credit for such an overall thankless job.
R2-D2 as R2-D2.
Oh, that's real nice. Give the guy in an air-conditioned monkey suit credit, but the poor underpaid dwarf who's got a roast in a tin can all day, screw him. So after the beginning credits roll, we go to Chewbacca's tree mansion?
Was this the first actual thing we saw of Kashyyyk? Really? Because, like, this was a year after. This was 78. This is, oh my God, that's so wild to consider that this is the first thing we're going to see on a lot of things we just take for canon. This is the first, like, visual we're seeing of Kashyyyk. I mean, maybe there was, like, some art book or some background novelizations that I don't know about. That's really neat, actually.
What? Chewbacca's like a rogue, dirty space animal, yet he lives in this nice house that looks straight off the set of a 1975 episode of The Price is Right?
Yeah.
The film explains that this is actually Chewbacca's family, who are all waiting for him to get back from war. I'm really glad they tackled this aspect of it, because all I could think of during the action scenes in the first movie was, how's Chewbacca's kid doing? Is he getting good grades? Is he getting beat up in school? What are his interests? Yeah? We're already there then? I guess I'm gonna need the heavy-duty shit for this one. The house is too immaculate. Chewbacca's supposed to live in a cave or something. They must need a real strong vacuum to get all the fur out of the rug. Also, the...
Oh my God. This is... I love that this Lucas, even from the original like Star Wars film and films subsequently, really was just about commentary, right? I mean, like, you have the whole lead up into Palpatine being a whole commentary on, you know, the Empire and imperialization and good overcoming evil, right? And Luke and Vader being the no one's ever truly gone. You can give someone that chance and they can redeem themselves, even if to everyone else they're lost, right? And Palpatine being just an absolute narcissist and just toxic sociopath. I'm using toxic sociopath specifically here. Like, it's so rich, and I feel like this is kind of just a subversive commentary in a way. I really would love to know what Lucas was going through his mind when designing this.
Place looks expensive as shit. This is the Star Wars equivalent of living in a penthouse on Central Park West.
Yeah.
Where'd Chewie get the money for this? Charging for autographs after the war? Something is very wrong here.
Yeah?
Are you serious? Is there actually going to be no dialogue here? Actually, for real? Is this going to be the
subtitles would help a little bit here. At least get your average audience into this. This is insane, but I kind of love this. That is a face.
These guys grunting at each other like cavemen for 2 hours? You know, I'm probably just being too cynical. I'm sure this is just one of the many brief vignettes in this vast universe, just getting a feel, you know?
Well, but it's also show not tell, actually. If I had to step into, like, the mindset, right? It is a show not tell, where your average viewer, your average consumer of this content is going to look at this and go, they're just grunting and groaning at each other for however long, right? But, I mean, it's a show not tell in story. I mean, we have... don't ever play chess with the Wookiee, right? Whatever that was in episode 4, right? It's been a while since I've seen A New Hope, actually. And Chewbacca just like slicks his hair back, right? A very show not tell kind of thing, right? And so this very show not tell grabs the peanut snack, right? Mom yelling at him, kid, but I wanna, no, but no, and then coming over and then thus them arguing. It's a very show not tell, and kind of like inferring what R2 is saying through the beeps, right? Kind of inferring what he is responding to C-3PO as. I can kind of get behind this, though, but understand I'm having to also approach this from the same concept as clips I've seen from Tommy Wiseau's The Room. This is next level. This is actual art.
World building. They don't even seem to like each other. They look like they're just constantly making passive-aggressive jabs.
That's it. I'm turning back.
Oh, they left this in? Well, this is where the movie gets a little dark.
Oh,
This isn't scripted. This is the actor actually attempting to kill himself after he realized what he took part in. Don't do it! It's not worth it! There's at least 2 good movies after this that you could do! Wait, what? That's just actually how the film cuts together there. It just comes right back to them grunting.
Well, it's showing the division of family. These pause frames are amazing. If you're needing meme fodder, these faces are prime meme fodder. Like, especially if you like upscale them or like AI, clear up the image a little bit, right? God, these would make such great memes. And like, this is clearly showing the division of family, and they're infighting, and Chewbacca's still away at war, and he's just trying to have his own fun and make his own fun, despite the danger that it's clearly posing when everyone else is just unaware as to what he's doing. Like, this is actually kind of neat to see and piece together.
What was the point of that entire last part where the kid was meditating on the meaning of life? Maybe you're thinking, oh, okay, that'll come in later. That'll eventually be relevant. But it never comes back. It just comes and goes like that in an instant before your very eyes. Even Grandpa's confused, and I'm pretty sure he got a copy of the script. Oh, is that what's, on the bill for today then? All right. Yeah, that's that's normal.
I don't know. It's I don't know. It's kind of reminding me of like I Dream of Jeannie and stuff like that. Like, it's very going into the 80s for me. Like, I don't remember when I Dream of Jeannie actually aired, right? But like, I'm looking at this. This is very of the era for just like television entertainment. Like, this is a weird time capsule to unpack.
You said it.
Hello, Mala.
Oh, look, it's Luke.
Hi,
Finally,
Mark
a familiar
Hamill.
face. We can get away from this Wookiee-themed Everyone Loves Raymond.
Not now, R2.
Yeah, this is very important. Shut up, literal slave wage tin can boy. We won't even credit. I don't know what it is, but Luke doesn't seem like himself here.
Chewbacca? What? Yeah, we'll bring him to the screen. I want to say hello to him. Oh, he's not there yet. Is that it? Well, that he and Han left here on schedule. If he's not there now, they're way overdue.
God forbid he's in a vat of acid somewhere in the Mojave Desert, but I would know nothing about that.
What's the dude from Fallout New Vegas? The dude that falls into the Grand Canyon? I can't remember his name offhand. That just made me think of him.
It's just taking him a little bit longer to get there, that's all. He'll make it.
Oh, is that right, Luke? Well, you seem a tad too confident in that little assumption.
Come on, Mala, let's see a little smile.
Come on, do what the fuck? The fuck is that shit you're doing? Stop it, it's disgusting.
R2!
And he was never seen again until in 1996 when he resurfaced under a different name in Phoenix, Arizona. The end. Happy Life Day. Well, good thing we solved nothing here. It appears the story in this special keeps itself moving forwards through this 1970s wood-paneled computer the Wookiees have. Just randomly, the kid Wookiee, who goes by Lumpy, very fitting, will log on to the computer and a new scene will start. This particular scene takes place at the business of an average galactic citizen as an Imperial trooper stops by to browse.
What an interesting way to keep the film moving, actually. What an interesting way to keep that going organically, right? They're waiting on Chewbacca. You had your Mark Hamill, Luke Skywalker appearance, and it's the kid just trying to find entertainment while the parents are concerned where Chewbacca is, right? What an interesting way to go about this. I'm probably giving it more credit than it is. This is very fascinating for me, actually.
Well, you want to see my identification? She did it all by herself. In fact, you might say she did it by hand. Solo.
Get off the stage!
Besides shaving and hair trimming, it's guaranteed to lift stains off clothing, faces, and hands.
I'll take it.
Good, I thought you would. Now, would you like to pay me something for it, or give me something in trade?
Come on, we can get it done behind the counter faster than you can say Yummy Yoda 3 times.
Yeah.
I said I'll take it.
That's the one.
That's a load off my mind. I thought I might embarrass you when I told you to accept it as a gift.
Just take no for an answer, you creep.
I don't like embarrassing people. I don't like being embarrassed myself. That's why I don't
Oh, yeah?
like to embarrass
Did
people.
someone forget to turn off the camera? This guy's just, well, he just keeps on going. Then,
I think if they toned down the audio there, it would have been fine. Like, I'd have to reach out to Buddy and like, hey, how would you balance this scene, right? At least for like music, right? I feel like his vocal pitch and how he was rambling, I think that was fine. I think the music drowned it out, though. I think the direction on that was a little off. And like, you could go to a video, right? Any video. Like, if I were to turn this up, turn up the volume to max, and I was trying to talk over like the scene, right? How it's conflicting, that kind of thing.
just as soon as that scene ends, we cut to Vader, who menacingly says that he will search every house in the galaxy to find Han and Chewie. Tonal differences much? And just as soon as that happens, we cut immediately back to Chewbacca's family and find the mother watching a cooking show.
Hello.
Oh my god, actually though, just like everything in this special, it goes on for at least 10 minutes too long.
I'm going to be using the tenderest cut of the panther, the loin.
Sci-fi thrills! Is a kitchen the best place for a Wookiee anyways? You'd be spending as much time picking hairs out of your food as you would eating it. Well, you'd need a hairnet for your whole dang body, Mama Wookiee. Where are you gonna get that? Target don't sell that. This is the furthest thing from...
No, but I know a place that would sell an entire fishnet. We're going to move on from that. I'm sure any number of VTubers as well probably know certain places as well. All I'm going to say.
Star Wars that could ever exist. It's baffling. Everything people liked about the original films is absent here. The action, the characters, the story, the grittiness, anything besides this.
Very nice.
No, I get it. After seeing the reception of the original trilogy, I can see how they would realize it needed more Chewbacca's wife cooking. It's a natural progression.
I think that this is a cool commentary, actually. This is a cool commentary on just like what people did, right? And what people do generally, right? Like, this is broad generalization, stereotype, wife in the kitchen kind of thing, right? Broad stereotype commentary. And like, I think having it as a background piece, so to speak, or like we acknowledge it and move on for pacing would have been great. So like, for example, you can have the intro segment, but like the stir. Maybe that's not, unless this is some kind of guest appearance by some like famous cook or something like that, right? And that's the thing. I mean, you have what was it? Carol Burnett show was a thing, and she had how many people of the era just hop on. You have, what was it, Don Knotts appear on Scooby-Doo. I mean, like, crossovers and, you know, appearances and showcases have always been a thing. So maybe this is one of those I don't know. I'd have to look at the cast list, and I'd have to look to see if that was a thing. But you know, something like that, I could see, you know, hi, and then, you know, and then it cuts away, pans back to the kid or the grandpa, but you see it going on in the background. See how that's kind of relegated to the background, and it doesn't quite detract or distract you from the rest of the story. Like, it still is there in a commentary capacity, but it's relegated to kind of a background thing. Think like The Hobbit: Desolation of Smaug. I've seen that movie way too many times, just because I worked at a theater when that was a thing. And like the movie, the barrel sequence does go on a little long. There's a couple sequences where your brain is like, okay, this should kind of be over, right? How it kind of, the scene kind of drags on. That's what I'm kind of feeling here, is it's kind of dragging on a little bit. And this could have been relegated in a smaller capacity into the background to focus on other aspects, and even get things like, I don't know, maybe more Han and Chewie themes. Or if you wanted to commentate on other things, right, with other randoms, you could do that as well. Fit more in the same time frame.
Whips, beep. Hiya, G. I brought you that proton pack. Is this all a big hello I get?
On second thought, no hello was much better. In the next chapter of our saga, the old man from earlier comes over for undisclosed reasons to set some stuff up for the Wookiee family. They should have just been honest and called this the Chewbacca Family Special, because that's what it is.
I thought you might like this. One of those, it's kind of hard to explain. It's a,
Go on. I'll wait.
Wow.
This this movie is amazing. I don't know what Lucas doesn't see in it. This is amazing. This is, oh my God. That's the equivalent of just like three dudes getting together and talking about like Project Melody or like Cottontail VA or like Cinder, right? Like, have you seen Project Melody's newest video? Wow. This is a masterpiece. This is perfect.
You know what I mean?
Well, actually, I don't know what you mean by that, but from the way you said it, it sounds like you gave their grandpa porn. And I really don't want to believe you gave their grandpa porn.
I am your fantasy.
You gave the man porn? His family is like right in the other room. You come into the man's house on fucking Christmas, you set up interspecies VR porn in his living room. Is this real? Is this a waking nightmare? This got through?
No, this is reality. This is VTubers in 2020. Oh my God. I can't with this. This is perfect.
No one thought this was a bad idea?
Wow.
Wow.
Happy Life Day.
Don't worry, it's not over yet, though. The next scene is Princess Leia and C-3PO doing their taxes.
Oh boy.
Deck the halls with boughs of holly. And then, back at the house, they're found by stormtroopers. You know, somehow the tension just doesn't translate right when it's filmed in the style of Family Matters.
No.
Also, the old guy in this scene becomes Rodney Dangerfield for like 5 entire minutes.
I never leave the shop without my identification. It's very important, just in times like this. You see, I just found my identification. The picture you're looking at right now was taken quite a few years ago. That's one of me. I've gained quite a bit of weight since then.
If you weren't so relaxed right now, I'd think you might be up to something.
Who is this man? What is his like credentials or like video? What is his like other projects he's worked on? This is what begets the question, because I don't know. He just comes alive here. I don't know who he is. Like, it's so interesting because he's so contrary to certain events around him.
Mom, you're coming to catch you to help me.
Yeah, see? No guilty man would say that. Oh man, this is getting real tense. Chewie's family is on the verge of getting found out. What? What's happening?
What?
In case you didn't know, that is actually actually the band Jefferson Starship. It just happens. It's like a full-on 4-minute music video. Hey, but don't get me wrong, this is probably like the best part of the movie because Jefferson Starship is awesome. It's just so jarring that it's even in here at all. I always knew these guys were ahead of their time, like way ahead.
I mean, honestly, like I look at this, and this is just commentary and product placement for the era, right? We're gonna. I don't know how many of you remember this, or those of you that know this specifically. And there's gonna be a number of people that go, "Yeah, no, this happened back in the day," right? I've had to have my because I've had to tell my parents, like, "Hey, Kip, what do you do?" Right? Well, you know how back in the day, earlier quote unquote television, right? You know, you'd be in the middle of a program or the news or something, and they're like, you know, and that's that. And you know, today we're going to talk to you about a few of our sponsors, and they go over some of their sponsor stuff, kind of like modern YouTube, right? Where, hey, this video is sponsored by, insert the next 2 minutes of ad, right? But it's the same concept, right? Where you in older television kind of had a break where you were still live, but you're just like, this is brought to you by Sugar Bombs for any Fallout fan. There's your meme, right? And this is what this is reminding me of. This is just early television isms using Star Wars as a vehicle for commentary and marketing. This is super interesting as a time capsule. It really is. And I wonder how much creative oversight and directive oversight George Lucas had over this, or if Star Wars, being a big film in the year prior, just companies and people latched onto this, if CBS latched onto this and took creative freedom. I'd be very curious to know the circumstances around this, because I could see that being a direction they went, where they want to have creative liberties and insert certain things, but that might not be Lucas's intent, right? Where somebody that wants to sponsor a video and demands a 5-minute ad read, you know, but if they're paying you enough, it's like, well, I got to do this 5-minute ad read. And, you know, it might detract from the video. It might mess with engagement. Like something like this, a pause like this will mess with engagement. Absolutely. But how much oversight did Lucas have over this versus outside factors and influences? I'm very curious.
The trooper is just sitting there genuinely enjoying it. It's funny to me. He's like,
Vibing.
wow, Starship rocks.
I knew you'd like it.
Your work here is finished.
And seriously, if I have to listen to you play We Built This City and the Star Destroyer one more time, you know, I don't even really know what's going on anymore. But in the spirit of random things happening all the time, now we're in a cartoon. As you can see in this timeline, Han didn't make...
Wait? What? What is this face? Oh my god, this goes way too hard. Oh my god. In the prior scene, the curtains are blue because the character is XYZ, right? Music has saved the day from them getting found out, right? You could make that argument from an analysis standpoint.
Take it out of the trash compactor in time.
How is radio?
I hate it.
As is usually the case in any film-related baffling travesty, it slowly becomes more and more of a fever dream over time. Like,
this was all hand-drawn. Oh my god. It's like how Cuphead was all hand-drawn, right? Like, they didn't have, like, AI and stuff to do this in the day. This had to have all been hand-drawn, wasn't it? That's wild.
The writers just started to trip out or something.
It'll be easy to find the ship you seek.
Is it him?
Randomly, while the stormtroopers are still in his house, Lumpy starts watching a tutorial video. We are watching a literal tutorial video with him. Yes, you have that right. It is an actual tutorial video for a fictional device being played on an action-oriented sci-fi holiday special. How? I think if you had the device Lumpy has, you could actually put it together by watching this. No joke. It goes...
So, was a device like this ever launched? Because that could, once again, be an outside influence tying into the holiday special. Oh, I saw that on the holiday special. Let's watch the holiday special again so we can put together this device, right? Oh, little Timmy, let's go watch this. Yeah, right? That kind of thing. I could kind of see that. This is a lot of people. This is a lot of people with this special. Like... Well, what's a kid going to do in that situation, right? You have Imperial officers that are storming a residence, specifically storming a residence, and what's the kid going to do, right? Kid's going to go and watch something and do other things, right? He's just going to do kid things. He's going to learn how to put together his latest gunpla or something.
It was on for 3.5 painstaking minutes.
One of the 10,000 terminals on your circuit breaker module is marked in a particular color.
Wild.
Yeah, you thought I was joking, didn't you?
Like a rainbow.
Thought I was making...
Okay, in the defense, I have seen YouTube tutorials that are worse than that in 2023 and 2024. I have seen YouTube tutorials that are far worse than that in the defense of this movie.
Making it all up to be funny, huh?
To the wires with the corresponding colors.
I wish I were making it up.
Red goes to red.
Yeah, okay, what's the next step, Daddy? I ain't got all day.
Are we playing Among Us?
Watch me closely.
Oh, thank God, he's having a stroke. Well, come on, we're nearing the end at least. That'll be the last non sequitur, right?
Just one more round, friend.
Oh my God! Was that fucking B. Arthur?
I can't do it. I can't make it. I can't watch any more of this.
Of all the things I did not expect from this, which at this point is not much, B. Arthur musical was pretty high up on that list.
Okay, how much creative oversight really did Lucas have over this? Or was this just CBS using this as a vehicle? Like, I don't know too much about B. Arthur, actually. Like, that is... God, okay, I need to get context on what she did and who she was. Like, that's... This is wild. The cutaways are jarring, and this is... It feeds me. It sustains me. It's like watching the Rocky Horror Picture Show for the first time.
Don't worry, it's okay, though, because at least she does this.
You stay just as long as you want.
That's it, I'm turning back.
Yeah.
B. Arthur's entire career was building up to this moment. I don't need to see his enjoyment of whatever's happening here. It's just too weird, dude.
Oh, this is
he's
great.
going in for more. What the hell? Why are they showing this? Oh.
It's weird. It's whimsical. Everybody is working their own jobs, and everyone has their own life issues, and music can make it better, and being with a group of people who you feel comfortable with and helping each other out. If you wanted an analysis of that scene, wild nonetheless. And also, we're just going to gloss over the fact that I'm pretty sure that that was Boba Fett that we saw. Was that not? I don't know many Mandalorians that were still kind of openly just doing things at about A New Hope.
Of course. That scene's over now. We're just back to the house. Nothing to see here, folks. We didn't just see a golden girl pouring moon juice into a volcano head. Oh,
my
God,
God.
serious. I can't stand it. It makes me sick. Oh, no. What are you gonna do? Wumpy! Wumpy, get out of there!
Oh God, the tutorial was for nothing.
Awful.
Run, Lumpy, run! He's gonna grab you! Eventually, Han and Chewie do get back home, and they use some masterful tactics to disarm the stormtrooper. That was an unfortunate chain of events.
Well, hold up. That's set up from earlier, right? Where he's playing outside and it sets up. It sets up so that he falls over into, you know, the vast abyss beneath the vast forest floor below, right? So that kind of sets that up, actually. I wonder if that's a CBS or a Lucasism there. It's blurring together in this weird hodgepodge. It's kind of neat. So, like, I guess if you wanted it, that sets it up, but it also sets up that Han isn't necessarily the strongest. Chewie arguably is the brawn here, but he's that sly, cunning character, right? That sly protagonist that's going to outwit his opponents, where he's reaching for the blaster, and then the stormtrooper tries to reach for it, but they're engaged. Faints again. Stormtrooper just trips over the blaster and falls to the forest below. So if you want the setup, that's there.
Oh, come on, stop. Oh, God, knock it off. That's gross.
And may the force be with you.
All
He said
right, everyone. He said it. We can go home now. Gift bags at the door.
Just as Life Day begins,
Oh, no.
life itself ends. The Wookiees now begin their annual exodus into space. Merely 1 in 3 Wookiees will survive this journey.
All of you are an important part of my life, pal. I'm glad I could be here.
Also, just curious, when am I getting paid?
We celebrate a day of peace.
Who owns this? Is it CBS or Disney at this point? I'm very curious what copyright claims are going to come through at this point, because especially like even his own Kid Nation video, that studio is super on the ball about they will just claim the entirety of that. That is wild. Like, oh, I can't wait. I can't wait to see what's going to happen.
A day of harmony.
Rest in peace, Carrie Fisher.
And so, they celebrated their blasphemous religion in peace, until shortly after this scene ended, where they were then dragged into the streets of Kashyyyk and stoned for their infidelity. The end. Absolutely fascinating.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all. I believe I've reviewed the worst piece of Star Wars content in existence. And you know what that means? I'm coming home.
I don't know. People still kind of hate on Crystal Star, to be fair. Where are we going from here? We're going to analyze Boba Fett. What is happening here? I'm very curious, because we still have a little bit in this video.
All right, Vader, I'm done. Come at me.
Come at me, bro.
Why isn't it working?
It's useless. I've cut the feed.
My God.
You're pretty smart for a toad, huh?
Now you've seen it. The monster inside of me. Now you understand. You feel my pain. And now you're gonna help me.
Help you? Help you do what?
Help me destroy the only thing worse than the Star Wars holiday special.
Huh?
That's impossible. I've seen everything there is to see. What more do you want from me?
Aren't you forgetting something? Perhaps on purpose? Something deep down you don't want to remember?
No! No!
No! It's not possible. They destroyed every last copy in the war. It was the only way the galaxy could be free.
If you don't believe me, take a look for yourself.
Uh-huh. Oh, no. Yep. Yep. I remember when this came out. Wild.
I don't know. I just didn't see it. They must have cloaked it for me with Sith mind tricks.
It's almost complete. Why do you think you were here?
Because he wanted me to play poopy games for laughs and giggles! Just laughs and giggles!
Poor, naive boy. It was just a distraction. The anger you felt all this time was extracted, funneled, and used to rebuild this. There are millions of people just like you all over the galaxy, feeding the Empire's evil wishes, one Microsoft point at a time.
I was wondering what these were for. Well, then why are you here? Why me? What's my part in this if there's millions of people involved? I'm nothing special. I'm just another cog in the cosmic machine.
Oh, that's where you'd be wrong, silly boy. Don't you know by now? Can't you feel it in your heart? You have something one of a kind that can stop this. It's in you, John. You can fix this. You'll come to see it my way in time.
You're one crazy old man, Georgie, and also unexpectedly smelly.
Yeah.
But I'm in.
I really do wonder if George Lucas has seen this, because like even just the content I do, right? I've had a couple of the people just reach out to me and like, hey Kip, I saw your stuff, and I just get like, oh God, you actually saw the stuff I put on. I'm so sorry. I wonder if Lucas actually saw this. I would love to know what he thought.
Our project is almost complete, my lord.
Who is this?
She shall be resurrected in no time.
Excellent.
Impossible. How did you manage to get up here?
Let's just say I made a little connection back at home base.
Oh no.
So, now you see the true power of the dark side.
No, not quite. It's more of a situation where I've crashed my ship into your ship and now they're connected.
Yeah.
And now I'm here.
Now you're stuck.
Payback time.
Yeah.
I'm a firm believer that how you use it is the important step.
How can your skin possibly resist the damage of a Sith blade?
It can't.
Amazing.
Do it. Finish him. No. It won't be like you. I said do it! And for what? Someone else will just make an even bigger Star Wars Connect. And truth be told, I don't even think the size plays into it. Is the disc still small? Did you make an equally large Xbox 360 to accommodate it?
No, it's digital download.
It all seems so impractical.
You dare defy the will of the Empire?
What do you want?
Who's playing him?
Why do this?
Because I want want to see people all around the galaxy do the funny Han Solo dance.
Oh, God, no!
No!
And I will be there to watch as every last person gets frustrated because the controls almost work but never quite do what they're supposed to do.
Impossible evil! What wretched part of the galaxy did you spawn from?
New York?
Los Angeles.
My God!
And after this, you will go to my chambers, and I will watch you try to navigate the menus.
For Andrea Logan.
Hi, Jock. Yeah, this makes sense. This is canon. This
Why'd
makes
you
sense.
save me back there? You didn't have to. It doesn't make sense. And I mean, Jacques only responds to people with a good heart.
Uh-oh.
Because, John, you're a friend. An old friend.
A
You know about a gamer?
Can't you feel it in your heart? You have something one of a kind.
Friend.
Take my mask off, John. One last time. Let me look on you with my own eyes.
Who's it? Who's it gonna be?
Aaron?
John.
What are you doing in a Darth Vader outfit?
I just found it.
Yeah.
Dude, where did you get an Imperial Star Destroyer?
eBay.
I won it. eBay.
Yeah!
Any downsides?
Yeah, part of the ship came off, so some space leaks in every so often.
Anything else?
Raccoons. At least 5. I've seen 4, but there's people that say that there's like a spotted one that I haven't seen.
I don't get it. I mean, why go through all this? What was the point?
I just wanted to play a game with you. Like old times.
Well, you had my phone number. You could just call me.
You know me. I'm never one to take the easy way.
I was in sight for 6 months. Is that funny? That was my real life. What's wrong with you?
I'm sorry.
It's okay. Made a big thing out of it. Put it on my channel. Turned out all right.
Yeah, you know, that's pretty good.
Oh, thanks, man.
Yeah.
You've been doing good too, I see.
Yeah, it seems like we're all in a pretty good place, huh? Yeah, wow. John,
Right, because there's the Game Grumps split.
I have something to tell you.
What is it, Aaron?
I'm a poo-poo, pee-pee, fart, diaper, baby, stinky, asshole, doo-doo brain.
Looks like you shouldn't have let me write your lines.
My dad is Adolf Hitler.
Yes, he is. And he will always be. Aaron! Aaron! What's up? Well, you all right?
Yeah, well,
No.
polio, but yeah, for now, like, everything's good.
Okay. Let me ask you something. You want to do the dance?
No.
For old time's sake?
No!
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, no!
Yeah!
Oh, my God. This will probably get muted. Wow.
Picking up my blaster, putting it on my side. I'm jumping in my falcon, whooping at my side. I'm solo, I'm Han Solo, I'm Han Solo, I'm Han Solo, solo.
It feels as if the balance has been restored to the galaxy, or at least to a very niche part of the internet.
Yeah,
May the Force
very.
Be with you.
Very nice.
Not again.
Wow. What a conclusion. Like, sorry, I called you a toad, lol. What a conclusion to that. Like, there was a beginning, a middle, and an end. Like, we had the beginning, and I completely totally forgot about the beginning of like, oh yeah, we had a bit leading into why we were playing all these games. And that led into the post-holiday special where we have Aaron meeting John, because that was a huge divide for a while. Not like, I guess divide's the wrong word, right? But why did John leave Game Grumps? Are they on good terms? And this kind of put things to rest, really. And everything I've heard of Egoraptor, like everything I have just, that man is an inspiration. Like, I may disagree with some of his points on like Ocarina of Time and Link to the Past, right? But that's professional disagreement. That's just like, I see what you're saying. And it's great. And the fact that this is healthy. This is healthy for YouTube in a platform full of drama and baiting and posting and just harassing. This is content that needs to shine through. This is the content that really needs to be pushed and is really that next level. And I want to thank just everybody for who helped with this, who started in this, who helped make this happen, to make an absolutely just awesome YouTube series with this. This was a pleasure to go through. The finale was amazing. Some people might even say this finale, this episode 9, was better than the actual episode 9 we got from Disney. But wherever you stand on that, I think we can all come together as Star Wars fans and gamers, and this is how, you know, people should be interacting. This brought me back to not necessarily a simpler time in my life, but a time when I looked up to a lot of creators, and I still do. I looked up to a lot of creators and just wanted to be on that level, to do the things that they did, to be a force of positivity like this. This was the funnies, the haha funny meme games, the funny Han Solo dance. We'll see if Raiden Solo is the copyright claim that happens on this. We'll see. That's going to be a little wild, but no, this was very good. This was very, very good, and thank you everybody for putting this on. It feels almost like a lifetime since this ended. I remember this ending. Like, I remember the series coming to a close, and it just feels like a lifetime. So much has happened in such a short period of time since this finale. This was next level. Thank you, everybody. And if you haven't, go check out Egoraptor, go check out Gangbrumps, go check out John. They're all just epic creators, put out amazing work over the years, and I do have respect for them. And let me know what your thoughts are. Let me know what your thoughts on the analysis of the Star Wars Holiday Special. Let me know if you think I was on something. Let me know if you think I was totally off base. Let me know if you know what Lucas thought of this, or if Lucas has seen this series, has seen the StarCade series. Let me know, you know, was this ending great? Let me know if you remember the Game Grumps split. I love Dan Avedon. Don't get me wrong. Oh, God, I love Dan. Dan is fabulous, is what I'm going to say. And, you know, just want to do what I can to, one, provide transformative React content as much as I can, and two, just try to work to be that difference like all of these people, to be a force for positivity, to be a force for good, to make a difference in what ways I can. So thank you, everybody. Really do appreciate that. Go check out the original creators, and I'll see you all in the next one.